Week 4 of Shore Conference football continues. I'm Rich Chrampanis. Thanks so much for logging on to ShoreSportsZone.com. So many great fans in Monmouth and Ocean County have been checking out our high-definition highlights. In case you missed it, we have 7 games of Thursday night action on our Thursday special edition highlight show right here on ShoreSportsZone.com. It's time to crank up the highlights machine once again. We'll get started with a Friday afternoon affair between Matawan and Monmouth Regional.
Matawan put together a great drive in the first quarter, 3rd and goal from the 1. It's Devon Span, left side, finds the end zone. It's 7-0. Matawan strikes first. Second quarter now, Span looking for more, but he loses the handle. The fumble is recovered by Isaiah Seawright. So now Jimmy Green in the Monmouth Regional offense is in business. Green's got that great arm, throws it up there. Isaiah Seawright comes down with it. Finally gets dragged down at the 8-yard line. And this drive would be capped off when Green goes over the middle. Seawright's got it. 12-yard touchdown for the Fordham commit. And we're tied up at 7 apiece. Isaiah Seawright has been tremendous week in and week out. Green's got other options in his arsenal. Check out Darrell Gamble with a great catch here. He's down to the 21 as Monmouth Regional is driving, looking to take the lead. But the Matawan defense comes through. Dejon Rogers wrestles that ball away. It's an INT. It stays a 7-7 ball game. Monmouth Regional got a big first half out of Matt Mooney. This was his second sack of the half, and at the half, we're tied up at 7 apiece. First play of the third quarter, check this out. Seawright goes off his shoulder pad, bounces straight up in the air into the arms of Justin Ferrara, who takes it all the way to the 15. But the Monmouth Regional defense would hold strong, and then the big play of the game late in the third quarter, it's a fake punt. Jimmy Pierce to Justin Ferrara. And Ferrara goes 46 yards. It's 13-7, Matawan in front. The Matawan defense was relentless on Green the entire second half. Aleem Shaw, the junior, with the sack here. He was one of the top sackers in New Jersey last year. And now L.C. Pearson, the freshman quarterback, rolls out, finds Ferrara. And check out this block coming up right there. Number 3, Sean Ramcharan opens the gateway, and Ferrara goes 54 yards to make it 21-7. Boy, Dejon Rogers had himself a great football game. Here he just strips it away from Seawright. And Matawan's back in business. They go to the air once again. Ferrara, if you go to ShoreSportsZone.com, you're going to see Justin Ferrara near the top of the list when it comes to receiving yards. He had a big game on Friday afternoon, and then Pearson closes it out with a great ball to Dejon Rogers. 4 yards. 28-7 is your final. The Matawan Huskies go on the road and get a win over Monmouth Regional, a 7-7 game at the half. Boy, Matawan really flexed their muscles in the second half, and I think the key to this football game was the pressure that Matawan's defense put on Jimmy Green. He had great difficulty getting the offense going for Monmouth Regional, make it 2 straight wins for the Huskies, and after the game, we go inside the post-game huddle with head coach John Kay.
Listen, hey, enjoy wins, man. That's a good win. That team works hard like we do every day. All right, but we made some mistakes early. Otherwise, we'd have played the first half just like we played the second. We got to eliminate the penalties. We got to eliminate the turnovers. All right, and those things are what hurt you. We eliminate those things, and we're a difficult football team to compete with. All right, but the only team that can beat us right now is us, and that's going to get fixed Monday through Thursday, so we don't do it again next Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right.
Sir. During the punt situation, I found out that they weren't rushing the right side, so I told Coach Jay, defensive punt coordinator, that they're not rushing, so we have a motion, then a bounce outside to Justin Ferrara.
Well, on the fake punt, we saw like the corner, whoever's guard mate wasn't really playing me enough, and he was like battling, so Coach Bellamy and me drew up in the second half. He called it, and we executed perfectly.
One other Friday afternoon matchup, it was in Lakewood, where the Piners looked to go to 4-0, taking on Jackson Liberty. Third quarter, it was scoreless. Ryan Van Wickle to Brett Rebellino. He keeps his balance, and he's in the end zone. 46 yards for Brett Rebellino. It's a 7-0 Lions lead. And then just a minute later, Chappelle Cook with the pitch. It's fumbled. Now Lakewood falls on it, but it's in their own end zone, so put 2 points on the board. It's a safety, 9-0 Jackson Liberty. And the Jackson Liberty defense was outstanding here. The INT by Ryan Brennan. It remains 9-0. Early fourth quarter, Lakewood would get on the board. They put a good drive together. Chappelle Cook, the commit to the Temple Owls, burrows his way in. That makes it 9-6. The Piners are going to go for 2, and hey, little Tim Tebow here. Cook with the little jump pass to Detrell Reed. It's a 9-8 ball game. Jackson Liberty just not going to sit on that 1-point lead. They're driving down the field, but here's Joshua Tyler with the INT. And Tyler not only going to get the pick, he's going to give Lakewood some good field position. Runs it all the way back to the 36-yard line. But in the end, it's that Jackson Liberty defense doing a great job. The INT here by Jordan Billups, and it seals the deal. How about the Jackson Liberty Lions? No one saw this coming. A 9-8 win over previously unbeaten Lakewood. I can tell you right now that the Brett Rebellino catch is going to be up for top play honors. I hope the fans of Jackson Liberty get on to ShoreSportsZone.com on Sunday and cast their vote. This is a great win for head coach Jim Sharples and his program. I remember seeing these guys in a scrimmage against Brick Township. They were getting little bits of confidence. A win at Lakewood is going to give this team a huge boost of confidence. It'll be interesting to see how they build on it. As for the Piners, great squad. We'll see how they respond here in the coming weeks, but they should be, once again, a contender to go deep into the postseason come November. In Toms River, Barnegat bringing a great fan base to Donovan Catholic. First quarter, St. John Erskine with the pitch to Manny Bowen, and Bowen is in the end zone, an 11-yard touchdown run. It's 7-0 Barnegat in front. We see Manny Bowen line up at wide receiver, but I don't blame Rob Davis one bit for getting him the ball as a running back. Look at this run here by Manny Bowen. He's going to play linebacker at Penn State, and you see the beautiful athletic play by this guy week in and week out. Second quarter now. Check out Tyler McGinnis. He's in the open field. And McGinnis with a 46-yard run down to the 14-yard line. We saw him make a couple of picks last week against Jackson Liberty. Good two-way football player. McGinnis finishes off the drive, a 1-yard score. It's 14-0. Donovan Catholic's quarterback is a fun player to watch. Look at David Calderon. This is on a kickoff return. Good run here to the 40-yard line. And now Donovan Catholic would drive it into Barnegat territory. It's 3rd and 1. We're going to stop it right here because, look, it's very quick, but there's that football loose in the air. Manny Bowen forced that fumble, and it's into the hands of Kyle Morris, and see you later. Kyle Morris rumbling into the end zone. Great defensive touchdown by the Bengals. It's tough to see on the film, but it was Bowen who popped that football into the air, and Barnegat would go on to a 35-0 win over Donovan Catholic. So after an upset loss at the hands of Central, Barnegat has put together back-to-back solid performances. They're now 3-1 on the season. A lot of different people got into the mix. It was great being at Barnegat earlier this week to give St. John Erskine a Monmouth Building Center game ball. I have a feeling we'll be handing out more postseason honors before it's all said and done. Barnegat, 35-0 winners over Donovan Catholic. Meanwhile, at Brick Memorial, what a great job by the Mustang student section, all in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tim Santiago coming off a Monmouth Building Center game ball performance. It was the Mustangs taking on Toms River East. It was 14-0 at the half. Third quarter, there's Santiago showing why we handed out that pigskin earlier this week. Great run. The drive would stall. There was no scoring in the third quarter. Early in the fourth, this is Santiago, the 25-yard touchdown run. Brick Memorial is now in front 20-0. Let's give credit to Toms River East, though, looking for their first win. They put together a nice drive in the fourth quarter. This is Nick Grande moving the chains, a good first down run, and then Toms River East would get on the board. This is Dylan Savulich. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. This one bounces off a defender's hand and into the arms of Dan Gilligan. How about that? 34-yard touchdown run. Toms River East gets on the board. That made it 20-7. But Brick Memorial was just able to grind it out on the ground. Connor Owen, a 10-yard touchdown run. This closes out the scoring, and Brick Memorial rolls to a 27-7 win over Toms River East. Coach Walt Curry's team has now put together 3 straight wins. And what a spark. Remember, it was 3 weeks ago when Brick Memorial got that last-second field goal to beat Toms River North. And we've seen what Toms River North has done this year. That victory is going to look more and more impressive as the year goes on. 3 straight wins for Brick Memorial as they get a 27-7 win on Friday night over the Raiders. We make our first stop at Manchester in 2014. The Hawks playing host to Point Pleasant Boro. And this is the Panthers quarterback, Jack Fitzsimmons, finding the zone from a yard out. Point Boro strikes first, and while Fitzsimmons can do it on both ends of the ball, here he's just got a nose for the football, able to fall on it, creates the turnover. Well, Jack Fitzsimmons is a guy that really jumped out in film when I looked at him in the summer, and he did not disappoint. It was great to see him shine in our first Point Pleasant Boro highlights. Here he can throw it as well. Up top, Hayden Frey, 25 yards. Another touchdown for Point Pleasant Boro. So we've seen offense and defense. How about some special teams play? This is Devin Connolly on the punt return. And watch what Devin Connolly does. Great vision, great speed. That's the best punt return I've seen this year. Wow, 65 yards for Devin Connolly. That'll be a top play nominee come Sunday on ShoreSportsZone.com. And you can also make an argument for this play. Check out Dan Larson on the jump ball. Go and get it. Ooh, that's awesome. Boy, Point Pleasant Boro gave us some great highlights on Friday night. I'm impressed with this team. 34-0 is your final. You know, when you talk about teams that have kind of been a pleasant surprise in 2014, I've talked a lot about Freehold Boro. Colonials are now 4-0 on this season, but this Point Pleasant Boro team is 3-1. I don't think a lot of people forecasted this Panthers team to be off to a 3-1 start. Fitzsimmons was great in the highlights. Love that Devin Connolly punt return. Can't wait to show you more Point Pleasant Boro this season. They certainly deserve a lot of attention. A big win on Friday night, 34-0 final. At Point Pleasant Beach, the Garnet Gull getting his groove on. Kind of looks like me at a wedding. Spotswood taking on Point Pleasant Beach in non-conference play. First half, Jake Fioretti to Kent Napoliello. It would set the stage for the first points of the game. It's Sean Gould by a whisker. 23-yard field goal at the half. Point Pleasant Beach has a 3-0 lead. Point Pleasant Beach defense outstanding. That's Tanner Smith with the sack. Disruptive on the flat-out gangbuster blitz right there. And then Fioretti goes to the air. He's picked off by Nick Bazaki. Spotswood comes up with a big turnover. They would take the lead in the fourth quarter. Ryan Long is going to back his way into the end zone and fall in. It's 6-3 Spotswood in front. But Point Pleasant Beach puts together some late fourth quarter magic. Fioretti to Joe Wagriniak. Inside the 5. 1:01 to go. Fioretti to Wagriniak for the lead. What a great catch. We need to take a look at this play one more time and break it down. I love the way this play was drawn up. Now, take a look here at number 5. That's Mike Frauenheim. Just classic misdirection, and watch what he does. He's able to attract so many defenders. That's why 2 guys are open. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are paying attention to Frauenheim. That's the reason this play works. There's 2 guys open in the end zone. Wagriniak delivers with 1:01 to go, but this game isn't over yet. They were trying to squib kick it. Instead, Spotswood gets great field position at the 47-yard line. But Point Pleasant Beach's defense comes through with one more big play. Napoliello with the INT to seal the deal. And Point Pleasant Beach, in late dramatic fashion, gets a 9-6 win over Spotswood. That was an entertaining ball game. You saw the scoreboard there at the end of the highlights. Jersey Mike's doing a great job of donating that beautiful scoreboard to the Point Pleasant Beach program. They came off a first state title in 8 decades. It's an exciting time for Point Pleasant Beach football. If you were at that game on Friday night, you saw a thriller. 1:01 to go with Griniak for the win. TJ Brustowitz caught up with head coach John Wagner, who talked about the Garnet Goals victory.
We were just excited to be able to manage the game the way we did offensively. Obviously, we didn't put it in till the very end. We didn't mean to make it that exciting with a score, but that's the way that worked out. And then, we just had a real bad kickoff at the wrong time, but we were able to come up with a pick. We had 3 seniors who I really stepped up tonight with Griniak, Jake Fioretti, and Kent Knapp on the pick. So we're excited for our seniors, but we're really pretty young up front, but the youngsters grew up a lot tonight.
Our coverage continues all weekend long. Our Saturday highlight show will have 4 games, including Brick Township battling Jackson Memorial, 2 3-0 teams playing on Saturday night. And don't forget, on Sunday, we'll post the top play and top performer nominees to win a Monmouth Building Center game ball. We have had thousands and thousands of votes. Thanks so much for checking us out and casting your votes. We also have a Sunday afternoon game between Howell and Southern Regional. And boy, things are just so exciting here at Shore Sports Zone. We now have an app. You're enjoying these highlights? Get them right on your phone or iPad. Just go to Google Play or the iTunes Store, search Shore Sports Zone, and you've got high school sports coverage right on your mobile device. I'm Rich Chrampanis. We'll see you on Saturday with more high school football right here on ShoreSportsZone.com.